hope you can see me. Let me see if I can see me. Go back to my go home, see what happens.
Brown-skinned girl.
Oh my.
Why would you hurt yourself?
I need that. All right, it's coming. We'll get it. 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 It's new. It's new. It's new. Just trying to see where I am. If I can locate myself. Oh, great. I'm here. Okay, everybody. Hi. Give me a second. Just trying to get this together. Haven't quite figured out how this works yet, but I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. It says start a watch party, but I'm afraid if I do so, it's going to be, oh, hi. Glad you're here. I can't really tell how this works, so y'all be patient with me as I stumble. Okay, because I can do this. I believe in me. I believe in me. I believe in me. I believe in me. I'm coming over here. Okay, that's not it. That is okay. All right, I'm here, and let's see what God says. All right, welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. Venus Oparise, and I want to talk to you. I actually want to sing to you. I want to be with you. I want to hug you. Okay, and I am purposely doing this this live through Zoom because I actually want to talk to you. I want to be with you. So what I'm going to do right now, just to make sure I set it up properly, is I'm going to go to Zoom and see if I can do this right. God help me. I want to take, what I want to do is, I want to, no, I don't want to do that. I want to create a space where we can just be together and talk. And I've been praying about some things, right? I've been talking to God about some things. I know how I do. And I got an idea. And I think it's going to be good. But first I wanted to figure out how do I do this part? Oh God. Okay. Venus, take your time. Take your time. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay, great. I think I found what I'm looking for. Okay. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm creating a link to join the webinar, just in case you want to. I'm gonna come over here to Facebook. I'm gonna put the link in. In fact, I'm gonna put it right here. I'm afraid to do that, but what I'll do, I'm put it at the top. How about that? I'm gonna make a comment. Join me live so we can talk on this link. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm thinking of as I get this together. So thank you for your patience. Okay, I have no idea why I have it twice, but here we go. Hold on, let me get that there. Okay, push that. Okay, great. So that's the link. I don't know if I can, so I'm gonna leave it there. Hi, everybody. Glad you're here. Yeah, I'm breathing. Thank you, Paul. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Danielle. I see you today. Okay. So I have been praying, doing my prayer thing. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Venus Oparise, and I'm always, so you know who I am. So you're like, why should I listen to this chick? I used to live on the streets of Baltimore, eat out of trash cans, sleep in urine and beer. I come from the streets, I'm a street girl, woohoo, right? And my 9th grade math teacher saved my life, literally, not figuratively. And because of her love, I eventually graduated from Stanford University with a 2nd master's and a PhD. I have 4 degrees. And I am an identity theorist by training, the performance of self in everyday life. And I was a 10-year professor, solo performing artist, blah, blah, blah. And about between 8 and 10 years ago, depends on how you count it, I stopped being a professor and became an entrepreneur. Okay. And in the last 6 years, I grossed over 5 million in less than 6 years. And I'm really good at money. And so what I want to do, I want to talk to you about that a little bit. But before I get into the money part, because I want to talk to you, I had this whole thing me and God had a conversation about. But before I get into that, I want to, oh, hey, Cindy, I have someone who's here. Cindy, I'm unmuting you. I can't see you, but I can see if I can unmute you. Okay, Cindy, hi.
Hi.
Hey, baby, I can't see you, but I'm glad you're here. Thanks for jumping on. How can I be of service to you?
I was just trying it out. I don't want to be seen. I'm looking a mess.
I look a mess too. I think we're all a little messy right now. The hot mess is building for me. So that is not even a concern. But if you're welcome to hang out, talk, do your thing. I purposely wanted to be something we can interact with. So it was a two-way conversation, but also a two-way face, look at each other. Oh my God, Cindy. So what do you want to talk about? Because is there anything you want to share? You just playing with the knobs.
I'm just playing with the knobs because it was on there. So I'm just playing with it. I was on Facebook.
That's fine. And I'm glad you're here. So hang out. And if you do want to talk or have something to say, just let me know. Okay. I'm going to put you back on mute. Okay. That was sweet. Okay. So this will be fun. So this is what I'm thinking through. All right. For those of you who are new to me, y'all so funny. Hello, Yvonne. Glad you're here. Yeah, I'm always emotional, Lamont. They say hello from my lock down. Yay, from Spain. Thank you, Betty. Woohoo! Woo-hoo! Okay, I'm feeling better about myself. So let me tell you what I was thinking, right? So I've been being here. I've been breathing, praying, doing my thing. Oh, and I should tell you, I think I mentioned this. So How Miss Millionaire is the whole thing, but that's not what I'm trying to talk about right now. But you'll hear me talk about that a lot because I think you don't have to be perfect to be a millionaire. I'm into that. And I'm a God girl, and I talk shit. Good luck. It's completed. It's gonna be fine. Okay. One of my truth tellers, Kathy Sherman, sent me a video this morning, and it was a bunch of famous people singing. He's got the whole world in his hands, right? And Happy and I are in quarantine in downtown Los Angeles, right? And so we can still go out. We go out. I take him for a walk. I get food. Oh, thank you for the hearts. I love you. Whoever gave me the hearts, thank you so much. And feed me, blah blah blah, right? And I've been just being with you. Energetically, I traffic in spirit, right? I talk shit, but I traffic in spirit. It's a binary. It's an oxymoron, but I can't help it. It's wired. Okay. But this is what I was doing. So I was reading some stuff last night. I said some stuff last night, and I woke up sad this morning. And this is the thing. I'm gonna tell you why. All right. But my prayers that you're fed by this. Okay. This is my thing. I love God. I trust God. I don't doubt God. It's just not my nature to do so. Not at this point. Not after I come off the streets. Not after my life. But I can feel your fear. I can feel your worry. I could feel your anxiousness. I can feel your worry. I can feel your, what I call, it's almost like a quiet panic. And I can feel it in my chest. And I'm an empath. Just so people don't know, I feel everything. Okay, I feel. I breathe, therefore I feel, right? I'm an empath. I feel everything. It's a bunch of us sensitive people around the planet, right? And an intuitive, right? I feel shit. And I traffic in the unsaid and unseen, right? Anyway, I realized what I was sad about was I could feel you, right? I could feel the weight of all of the concerns of the world and the change on you. I could feel it. And I'm if any other empaths out there, just say holla, say I got you, because there are a bunch of us who can feel shit, right? And I'm one of those people who can feel shit, okay? And of course, if I can feel it, Happy can feel it, and he's over there growling. And so what I realized was the biggest challenge when change happens is the unknown. That is the biggest challenge. Because inside the unknown, your imagination and all your wounds gets the opportunity to show their ass. They get the opportunity to flare up and get bigger and bigger and bigger in the way that just Dr. Venus right now, Dr. Reese is coming forth. Just the way in terms of how reality is created, it's created by agreement. Okay. So if you think about the Salmon witch hunts, a white woman would be considered a witch by some circumstance. If a cow died, when she walked by, oh, she's a witch. Oh, let's just dunk her. Let's drown her. And if she survives it, if she dies, she's not a witch. But if she lives, she is a witch, and they burn at the stake, right? But it's about agreement reality, okay? And so because of all of the COVID information that's coming out from different angles, different people, different positions, blah, 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 you're getting a lot of information. We're getting a lot of information, which only feeds the uncertainty. And I understand when I was on the streets, uncertainty will make you do stuff you never thought you would do. You know what I'm saying? And so what I'm pointing to is this. I believe, no, it's not believe. I know we're going to get out of this season, okay? I know that. And I know it will probably sound worse before we get some certainty. I'm pretty confident that we're going to hear all kinds of blah, 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 okay? I understand that. But this is my prayer for you, my prayer for us, is that you remember that you're not your body, okay? You are a spiritual being having a human experience. And I swear to God, you are. And I don't know how else. And I know it sounds woo-woo for some of you. If that's the case, I'm okay with that today. Let it be woo-woo. It's okay. Woo-woo's great. But the way my mind works, and was how it's always worked since I came up off the streets, even when I was on the streets, quite frankly, is I trust God. Now, I'm not talking about a God in the sky with a beard. Like it's your own understanding of God. It's gotta be your own thing. It can't be anybody else's thing because it won't work, right? But what I do believe in, and what I know for certain, is that God gives from a place of love. Okay. And whether you call God, or the universe, or intelligence, or the great creator, or Jesus, or Dalai Lama, or Holy Spirit, or Oprah, I don't care. God will meet you where you is. I am not tripping at all. Okay. I'm just saying that you have a right to have your concerns. You have a right to have your fears. You have a right for them. I mean, they're very valid and they're appropriate. Okay. But I'm going to encourage you to consider something. Okay. That's radical. Okay. Just consider this and just walk this out with me. Okay. And this is going to sound crazy. I know it's going to sound crazy first, but vibe with me. All right. What if this whole moment was the absolute best thing that could ever have happened to us? What if this whole season worldwide was the absolute best thing that could ever happen to the human race? I know that sounds crazy I know. I'm all right with it, but walk it out with me, okay? Just walk it with me, okay? if you look at your life right now, all right, you have an opportunity that we didn't have a month ago. You got your time back. That was preach, God. I'm gonna try that one more again. A month ago, a month of Sundays ago, you have the time you have now. Okay, we literally, income tax has been moved up by 3 months. Okay, you have time in a way you didn't have before. You didn't have this. You didn't have the quiet. You didn't have the self-reflective time. Most times Black men, my brothers, whom I love, only get self-reflective time in jail. Okay, so this is what I want to bring to you. What dreams could you act on now that you didn't have time to act on before? It's a fair question. I just created a whole new Facebook group called the Hot Mess Millionaire Tribe, right? And part of when you come to it is there's 3 questions. And one of the questions is, what stage are you in your entrepreneurial walk? Are you early stage? Early stage is when you have a day job and a side hustle. Are you, first one's entrepreneurial. If you have a day job and a side hustle, I'm calling you entrepreneurial. Y'all can definitely share. Please share the video, tag people, it's fine. And that's the first stage. That's entrepreneurial. Then early stage is when you are a full-time entrepreneur, but you're not at 100. You're not at 100,000 yet, right? And then the established entrepreneurs are people who are over 100,000 full-time doing their thing. Okay. And as I listen and look at the people who are joining the group, great people across the board, blah blah blah, right? A lot of sisters are early stage or entrepreneurial, and there's some who are established. And I had this thought, which is this, and this is for all my entrepreneurs, all my business owners. How long have you been thinking about getting your online business up and you haven't done it? Or learn how to monetize your expertise and was so busy working you couldn't do it? Or wanted to create a different stream of income but didn't know how? You see what I'm saying? And now you have a moment where you are literally on lock the fuck down. And you are spending a lot of time looking at the coronavirus, getting yourself all stressed out versus taking that energy and putting it into a dream. Putting it into something that you really want. Instead of stressing, you could be creating. Instead of worrying, you could be building wealth. You really could. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could really be doing shit. You could be handling some things you've been talking about. You could be literally, yes, you can clean your closet. I'm down for cleaning closets. Rah. I'm here for it all day, every day. But you have dreams. And now you have time. This is a good thing. This is a good thing, right? And I'm not suggesting, meanwhile, of course you wash your hands and you do the social distancing thing and you do all the things. Faith without works is dead. Yes, you're going to do right. Absolutely. Right. But you're using the time to move you forward, to fulfill the things you've been talking about for decades. And that's a real word. That's a real word. Like oh, hold on. Sorry. My point is this: you can stress or you can focus on success. And a lot of times when we have free time on our hands, we go right to the negative. It's like picking a bump. You feel the bump, you go mess with the bump instead of, doing something that will move you forward. All right. So I'm just saying, I say this in love. Then I'm not nothing bad. I'm saying God is smart. And this is the time that you have reprieve, this unaccounted for time, where you can create something that you haven't even put your attention on if you took your attention off of worrying and put your attention on building wealth. Same time use, but you really could, right? And I promise you, the way that the media is wired, the way it's done, is that it's designed to pull your attention in. Do you see what I'm saying? It's designed for that. So don't trip off of it. But think of your mind as food. Like you gotta look at what you feed yourself. You see what I'm saying? Look at what you feed yourself. And I'm mindful of what I feed me. Okay. So what I'm asking you is a couple of things. One, trust God. He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got the whole wide world in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hands. I believe that. I really do. Okay. Trust God. Whatever God of your understanding, do that. Okay. Second thing is mind what you feed you. Okay. You can spend your time gathering enough evidence. There was some report that said this is like the Spanish flu, and that was like the, I don't know, 1800s, and some people are saying it's going to take, 18 months, 2 years, 3 years, blah, blah, blah. Some people are saying 2 weeks. Some people are saying what they're saying, right? Thank you, Patricia. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know, it's going to be 2, 3 days, or 3 months. I don't know. But I tell you this, I trust God with my life. And given that I got the opportunity to be self-reflective, to give, to serve, and to create, I'm using it. I'm taking the boon. I'm taking the free time, and I'm going to create some shit that makes a difference in the world. Okay? That is what you do in crises. You don't cry in the corner. You create. Every opportunity has a crisis. I think there's some Chinese character says, in every crisis, there's, I don't know what it is, but what I left was like creativity and something else. I don't remember what else. But you don't have to be a victim to a virus. You don't have to be. Okay, you can, but you don't have to be, right? You have to be a victim to it, right? I could have been a victim to the streets. Hold on a level, probably should have brought that up. But you don't have to be. I'm going to tell you, necessity is the mother of invention. Are you using this time to invent? Are you reinventing yourself, your business, your family, your relationships, your body? This is a real word. Are you just being mad that you can't, go outside? You mad because you got to be home. Girl, you haven't been home in a while. It's good to be home. Sit your little ass down. Just sit down and think and pray and give thanks. You spend so much time worrying that you're not giving thanks. That you can even hear my word is a worthy thank you, God. I got technology that works. This is a real moment where you get to choose your character. Are you a coward who gets thrown with just the threat, just the idea of a germ? Or are you courageous? Are you willing to take the actions while you're scared? What are you demonstrating for your children? Are they watching you stress out over every news announcement? Are you showing them how to sew, or teaching them their ABCs, or I don't know, doing dances with them on TikTok? I don't know. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm speaking it. The Spirit said, y'all need to understand, at least my truth tellers need to understand that you're not a victim here, baby girl. Not on my watch. Not on my fucking watch. We're not doing it like that. We're not doing it. We're not. So this is what I'm going to do. All right. And I had to give me a moment. I got to get it together because I haven't told my team. I prayed on it, thought about it all night. I'm doing it this week. I have a program, and this is actually my most effective money-making program. Okay. It's called Money Mogul Fundamentals Formula, right? I'm going to, and I just have to figure it out, so give me a second on it. I'm going to create a page that's specifically for this season. And I believe for about 2 weeks, for a 2-week window, I'm going to give it away for free. Okay. Now, this particular, let me tell you why I'm doing Money Mogul. Money Mogul is specifically teaching you how to shift energetically from employee to entrepreneur, even if you're already an entrepreneur. But a lot of entrepreneurial people who are at home can learn how to do business online with this program. A lot of early stage entrepreneurs who don't know how to even out the cash flow can do this program. And also a lot of established entrepreneurs, they can actually do Money Mogul specifically in terms of bringing in money from their knowledge instead of their time, right? So it's not, it's literally my most, in my opinion, well, not my opinion, it's the one program that I have that I know that if you have it, you'll never have to worry about money again, right? And it's not even working with me directly. It's not necessary, right? It's not necessary. It could be, but it's not. But it's my way of saying I love you. And this is a good time for you to learn how to bring in money without you having to be at a job or having to go speak across the country on a plane. You see what I'm saying? Learn how to bring in money from your knowledge. So I'm going to, and I think it's going to be next week, I'm going to do a 14-day giveaway. I don't know, call it a giveaway. It's just a give. So you have something to focus on that moves you forward in your life. Okay. And I just feel like as a Black woman who has made $5 million from my knowledge, it just feels like something that, it just feels like, I don't know how to explain it. I just pray a lot. And I talk to God about it, and I just feel like, what can I do to make it easier for you? And then, and it's always a little weird, right? Because the intention is to serve, but sometimes people, you can give them stuff, they don't mean they're going to do it, but that doesn't mean you won't. And that's not my business. My job is to do like God do, give with love, and see how, and y'all get to do what you want to with it. But it's an extraordinary program, and I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we'll see if y'all take to it. You may not, but it's a love offering, right? But it was something I was thinking about that I thought would that would help. This is a wonderful time to learn how to bring in money without you having to leave your home. Ugh. Okay. The world has changed. We will never go back to what we had before. We won't. It's never going to be the world it was before. And in a lot of ways, that's a good thing, because now you're going to have to really generate your own self. You're going to have to create. Okay. And I want to help. I don't want to say help. Help sounds so weird. I want to empower you. That sounds better. That feels better. I'm committed to empowering you to create your life instead of reacting to it. Okay. So I guess that's it. I'm not going to talk you long. It's been 30 minutes longer than I would have done in the past, but I just wanted to, demonstrate for you what it feels like, or what it looks like to give like God gives, with love. And I want you to know that this is not bad. And I know it's hard to hear that in the midst of all the negativity, because the conversation is so loud, right? But my prayer and my intention is to empower you in the face of mess. When shit gets messy, we create. We create from the mess. That is what I do. I don't know how else to say it to him, God. And it's for everybody. It's not just for Black women. It's for every entrepreneur who wants to. It's a gift. It's a love offering. We're in this together. I market to Black women, but I serve the world, and that's not a bad thing. So I'll put it together. Keep your eyes posted. I'll probably, once I get it up, I'll probably do discussions around it in my Hot Mess Millionaire group, just so I can manage my own time. But I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to blow it. I'll make sure everybody knows that they can for like 14 days, for about 2 weeks ish. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll do open discussions in my Facebook group. I haven't got that far yet. I haven't got that far into thinking, but I'm just thinking about, you'll have it, but then we have questions. But I'm like, it's pretty explanatory. It's a self-paced. We can figure it out. Well, it'll be fine. But the main thing is for you to use this quarantine time to be creative, to create, not to suffer. Okay. So if there's anybody who wants to, if anybody wants to talk to me, or if you need some support right now, then go to this link. I'm posting the link. Paste. Did I get in? Yay! I just paste a link to my Zoom line so you can jump on and we can have a conversation. We can talk about the spirituality of money. We can talk about how to monetize from where you are right now. It's what I'm good at. You know, I'm not good at a lot of things. I'm not, but I'm really good at money, you know, and how to bring in money, how to manifest money, how to have money show up, how to monetize. I'm good at that. I'm not good at, I don't know, cooking. But here's the only caveat. If you're coming on, I want to see your face. Okay? Don't come on. I don't want people to see me. I mean, you see me. I got on my do-rag, in my glasses, in my favorite chair. All right. So, but I'm here for you. And I love you. So let me see what Pat has to say. Yay, Pat. Woohoo. Pat, where are you? Y'all gonna kill me. Y'all gonna get off my nerves with this. Y'all wanna talk, but y'all wanna be seen. That's crazy to me.
Hello.
Hey, baby girl, where's your camera?
I don't know how to work this thing.
I received that. I received that. I received that. I'm done. That is so honest. I'm done.
I just wanted to make you laugh.
It worked. It worked. Hi, Miss Pat. How are you, my friend? I'm glad you're here. Thanks for talking to me.
Fabulous. How are you?
I'm getting it now.
Look, I promise you, I am truly trying to work it. I'm like, what? I don't even see where the thing at. Oh my God. I'm good. I'm here, Arlington, Tennessee. What's up, Miss V?
I'm left happy here. Oh my God. So how can I support you? Do you have any questions, comments, points of clarity, or you just want to chat it up? What you want? How can I
I'm just chatting it up. I'm just hollering in. I see you were on and I jumped right on because I saw you was on, honey. And you know, I love me some Miss V. So I'm like, let's see what we doing. What's she talking about? What's going on?
No, as well. I'm really being with people using this quarantine time to create revenue versus suffering. And so that's where I am, and that's really reminding us that we are spiritual beings having a human experience without our bodies, that God's got us. God has the whole world in his hands. I saw this video that inspired me. Tyler Perry and a whole bunch of people were just singing this one song, and it just made me happy. And wanted to give you all some tools to bring in money learn how to bring in money while you're in quarantine. So you're not sitting there stressing over what you hear on the news, because everybody's saying everything. And so I'm just listening to, talk to God about it, got an understanding. So I'm gonna give away. Give sounds so weird. What I'm gonna do is tithe a love offering of my Money Mogul Fundamentals Formula program for 14 days free of charge. Okay.
Wow.
So people who have the free time, who want to learn how to bring in money, they have the tools. You see what I'm saying? That's proven.
Yes.
I've had clients use that same program, never work with me directly. 25,000, 50,000, 30,000, 10,000, 5,000, you know what I'm saying? So if you take your mind off of Corona and put your mind on some cash, you can use this time. So when everything settles down, you don't have to try to go back to that day job, or you don't have to go spend your time on your feet. You can make money from knowledge, but it's an energetic shift from employee to entrepreneur. And then there's a wholesale system included in it. So it's literally my most effective program. Okay. That's not working with me directly. So I'm gifting that to anybody who wants it. but I have to get I just made it up last night. So I have to get my team to build out the page and stuff like that. And then we'll get it up sometime this week. But that's
Okay.
what we're talking about.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I can't wait. I'm excited about it.
I love you, Pat. I'm glad you're excited about it too. Okay. Okay. I said, everybody wants to top and nobody wants to be seen. Y'all killing me with this, man.
I promise y'all that ain't working like we wanted to work.
This is Shay, because Shay coming on, but she's like, oh, I got a microphone. I'm like, that's not what I asked y'all. Hard-headed, hard-headed with the soft ass. I cannot get anybody on this with me that will do a video. That's hilarious to me.
No, it ain't giving us that option. I'm telling you, it's not doing it.
Hey, Shay.
Look,
Hi.
How you doing? You good?
I'm okay.
Oh, you sound tense. What's going on?
Hi.
Shay, did I lose you? What's that? Shay.
It's they're like two people talking. Hi, Dr. V. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. No one else is talking. I put Pat on mute. She's fine.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I had a question because I went to the bank yesterday to try to get out some money, and they told me that I had to write a letter and wait three days to get it.
Okay.
Which was a little scary. So I just walked to the bank and showed up and talked to the manager.
All right.
And I want to know if there is a way, because I have your book right here, but I haven't gotten to the point yet. I don't know why I'm echoing.
Don't worry about it, honey bear. It's fine. It's just technology. We'll take what we can get.
Okay. What I'm trying to find out if there's some kind of way for us to move money across seas or something, like so we can have access, because it was scary to have money in the bank and then not be able to get it out.
I don't know the answer to that. So I can't help you with that part. You would actually have to call a bank, because that's not my area. I do cash. I don't do transactions. I teach people how to bring in money from their ideas, not money moving from one country to another. Okay. Shay, did you catch that?
It's echoing, so I can't.
Okay.
I can't hear your response, but it's okay.
It's okay. I'm gonna text it in. I want to put it in the chat box. I'm gonna write a little chat to Shay. Okay, Shay. I don't know the answer to your question.
Okay.
Great question.
Thank you.
You're welcome, babe.
Yes.
Will go to a bank with qualified.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, it's honest. Okay. All righty. Then we have allowed to talk. Maybe the system won't let you do video. I think Pat was right. I thought maybe it's just me. Okay. Okay. CP3705A. You're up and you're live. You can unmute yourself. I would love to hear from you. How can I serve you? How can I support you? Okay, who's this? Is this CP3705? You're unmuted. I know you're here.
Who's CP?
Hey, CP.
CP, who's CP?
It says CP3705A.
Who's CP? I don't know who CP is.
No, fine. I don't know you either. All right, so that took care of that. Anybody else? Anybody else? Yep. Okay, I'm just checking in to see if anybody else before we jump off. It's in the setting. Oh, Pamela, is that what it is? Ah, I didn't realize that. Thank you. Hi, Nathan. See my, oh man, I didn't even know. Okay, you know what, Pamela, you're absolutely correct. I remember when I set it up, they asked about video, but I didn't know it was gonna go this far. So forgive me. So now I know it's me. Okay, oops. Okay. Nathan! Unmute yourself, Nathan, and you talk to me. Nathan is perfect. Reverend Nathan Michael is perfect. Reverend Nathan Michael Black is the truth. And I saw him here. I'm unmuting him. Oh, please let him unmute. Please talk to me, Nathan, for the love of God and all things holy.
So I'm trying to figure out how to turn off the volume on the.
Oh, what you do is you cut down one. I just cut down mine on
Facebook.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That way I don't have to deal with the back. Thank you for that. The reverb. Yeah. If you have both of them up, it's gonna drive you crazy.
I think I did
that for Shay. Okay. Hi, Nathan.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great that you're here. I'm so annoyed that I don't know how to. I really wish I had figured out how to turn on the video so that you could, so I could see you.
Yeah, there's no video.
I'm gonna get it together. How are you, my friend? Where are you?
We are in just south of Seattle.
Okay.
Up in Washington.
Okay, cool beans. Yeah. Are you doing your services via technology?
Yeah, we're Skyping into or Zooming into church these days.
Okay.
I'm working as a chaplain at the VA hospital here.
I love it. I love this.
Yeah.
Okay. How can I serve you, Pastor, Minister? I don't know what to call you.
I just heard you singing, and I just wanted to tell you I loved it.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard you sing before. That was really beautiful.
Well, thank you, Nathan. I don't normally sing out loud, but I figure since everything's changing, I might as well come out the closet.
Yeah.
You know, not the artistic closet. But thank you for acknowledging me, and thank you for always being such a wonderful supporter of me over the years, and I love you for that, and I love you for your word. Your word is strong, man. It's dope as fuck. I love your word.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I remember the first time getting to meet you in Dallas, and just like this soul connection, just like, oh my gosh, this woman is a powerhouse. Yeah, I remember your scarf.
I'm consistent. You know what I mean? I believe in do-rags, man. The only time I get dressed up is when I have to work, right? When I'm on stage or on film. But other than that, I'm just regular. You know, it feels right to me. It feels honest. You know.
Yeah. Thank you for your work and what you're up to right now.
Woo, everything. Well, I just created a Hot Mess Millionaire Facebook tribe. Just started that 3 days ago, which I'm excited about. Started the Hot Mess Millionaire show. Is on iTunes, Spotify, Libsyn, all over. I did an audio performance of Raw Truth, A Pimp Daughter's Diary, and put it on my iTunes, on my iTunes channel. So that's kind of badass. And I was going to release it one episode at a time, but ever since everything's gone down with the quarantine, I'm actually thinking about just putting it all down at one time so we can listen to it, like binge listen, and then put that over, and then just do new shows each week. I just haven't landed quite yet on that. I'll talk to my team about it tomorrow. And I'm producing my own Amazon Prime or Amazon series, original series. So that's happening. We just got the first episode up, and we'll probably drop that April 1st.
Okay.
Once we'll give it a minute just so I can pace myself. So, you know, I was going to tour, but God said no, at least for now. Yeah. I'm like, you know what? Not a problem. Yeah. And I decided, I was praying, I was listening to this brother talk It was beautiful. He was talking about being a marketer in this particular series, and I was nervous. Like, God, I don't want to come off being weird, you know. He said, but this is the time when you don't back down, you
Yeah.
serve, you know. And I'm like, okay, God, I can do that.
Yeah.
So I was looking at the questions in my Hot Mess Millionaire Facebook tribe. I had 3 questions, you know, in terms of business people, entrepreneurs. Were they entrepreneurial, early stage, or experienced and or established? And this is what I'm noticing, and this is not new for me, Nathan, but it's fresh in my ear in the season, is that a lot of people don't know how to bring in money if they don't have a job.
Yeah.
You know, they don't know how to
Yeah.
just basic shit. Like, they don't know how to bring in, how to make an offer, or just basic stuff. And even the ones who do are having cash flow up and downs because they don't understand how to do it online.
Yeah.
So what I figured, I talked to me and God, did I think, and what I decided, well, I ain't decide shit. What I felt in my spirit was to gift my most effective program for the next 14 days. And so I'm going to do that this week. Like, I just made this up last night, so my team doesn't know anything about it. So I'll talk to them tomorrow, and we'll get the page up, and then I'm going to give them access to Money Mogul. And
Yeah.
whoever wants it, it doesn't matter if they're Black women, it could be anybody, as long as, and you know, and there's always the weirdest feeling, Nathan, is you give away things, but that doesn't mean people are going to use it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's hard.
Yes.
You know, it changes the perceived value.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unless they're really up to something. You know.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Did you see the Madam C.J. Walker series?
I'm going to look at it today. No, I'm going to look at it today. I'm going to look at it today. Is it?
Yeah.
Because
well, there's some problematic parts of it for sure, but the overall message, Jadivan and I were sitting there watching it. We just kind of binged it. And then afterwards, we looked at each other and said, okay, how are we going to make our first million? Like, that's the place that show gets you to. Like, you know, she fought for her ideas. She busted her butt. She stood in the face of, you know, no and society and heterosexual and racism and misogyny, and she just fought. Man, it was powerful.
Yep. And that's what it takes. You know, sometimes in every context, any time period, that's what it takes. And it is that first million. The first million, you know, the first 100,000 takes the most doing because of the energetic shift. But once you learn it, and it's not hard, but I think it's the staying power.
Yeah.
It makes the difference, because people just get discouraged and distracted by stuff that's out of their control.
Yeah.
Instead of getting creative. And so that's what I'm feeling led to right now. Is to give people the tools and let them do what they do. Don't look at it. You know?
Yeah.
That way I don't feel like, what the hell? You know?
Yeah.
But that way, at least I know that I gave the way that God gives.
Yeah.
You know, that I didn't withhold information that could help somebody in a real moment that would really need it. So that's kind of what my brain is.
One of your most powerful gifts is the ability to help people develop the ability to shift who they're being about money and about themselves and about life. Because that's if you have a breakthrough moment, how do you maintain that? How do you, if you transform something, how do you just become that for yourself all the time? And you're so powerful and effective at having that happen for people, at developing that mastery.
Well, thank you, Nathan. I appreciate that. And I think you're right. It does take something. Anyone can have a peak experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like going to church, right? You can have a peak experience.
Yeah.
But that's not sustaining it.
Yeah.
You know, the biggest challenge with anything, even with love, is how do you keep love alive?
Yeah.
When passion is gone, right? Or how do you remember you love something when they're getting on your nerves, or your dog is, you know, eating your shoes?
Yeah.
So the game of it is I find that my logic has been is you put structures on it.
Yep.
I don't leave it to my feelings. I don't feel like doing anything, man. But I put structures in place that call forth that particular outcome.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it takes going public. Do you know?
Yeah.
If you tell the world you're going to do something, that's a wonderful structure. So, and so that's part of how I manage myself in this world, you know?
Yeah.
But I love you, man. It's great to hear your word. It's great to sit with you. Thanks for spending some minutes with me and loving on me and pouring into me. It's always a joy. I hope you can make it up to my millionaire group just because I need you. You know? And Nathan, I can help you out with that first fucking million, dude. Okay, so I know some things about that. I can't do nothing about hair care products. I'm not mad at CJ Walker. You know what I'm saying? But that first million, I got you.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, thank you so much for tuning in
Yeah.
and speaking with me. And I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Okay, Nathan?
Sounds good. Take care. All right, love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That was great. I got to spend time with Nathan. This is great. It is so great. Y'all should just get some Facebook friends. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna talk to one more person, then I'm gonna stop so it's not so long. Let me see how long have we been running. Okay, that's not too bad. All right, and then I saw somebody. Let me look at the chat box. It's okay, Kerian. I don't see where it is, but I'm not gonna fight it anymore. Oh, but you have a question. Okay. Yes. Can you hear me? Is it Kerian?
Yes, that's me.
Hey, beautiful. Hey, Kerian.
Hello. How are you?
Hey.
Yes, I've been following you for a little while and a little bit when you were in San Diego because I was in San Diego as well.
No, I was there for 8 months before my shit got
Yeah. I know, my God, I'm gone from there right now. But anyway, so I have a quick question. I walked away from corporate America about 3.5 years ago. So I'm in I guess I don't know where I fall. I'm still a little under 100K. So I'm trying to leverage my expertise. I do Facebook Lives, you know, I do networking, I'm meeting, I'm talking with people. And the next stage that I was thinking about was, you know, speaking around town, so to speak. But I think that's not going to be economical anymore. So I'm wondering, how do I scale my business and leverage my expertise?
What's your business?
So my business it's business consulting and financial management for small business owners. And what I'm finding is a lot of small business owners, they don't care about numbers, they don't care about their business performance, they don't care about how they're going to sustain themselves beyond 5 years. They're just looking at the P&L. How much revenue did I bring in and can I cover my expenses this month?
Okay, so
And that's it. They're not looking at the big picture.
Well, okay, well, let's talk that through, my friend. Okay, now this may take some time, not a long time. I thought this would be quick. This is not a quick question, okay? It's not a quick question, but it's okay. But it's a good question. It's not a quick question, but it's a really good question. All right. So first things first. Everything you said to me is so vague. I still don't know what you do. Okay. So business consulting could be anything from messaging to sales to marketing to systems. So that's too vague. Okay. Second thing is you're saying that like bottom line is not important. If you're saying so if you're saying you're talking to small business owners who are in cash, who are having what I call cash flow woes, and you're not into cash flow, then stop talking to them. Talk to businesses that are already established.
Okay, so that was my next level. So I'm talking to businesses that are already established, and I do want to. Okay, so business management. When I say business management, I'm coming from a field of FP&A, financial planning and analysis. And basically, what we do, we're the people that the CEOs and the CFOs look towards to help guide and navigate the ship.
Okay, baby, but here's the thing: you're not in corporate America anymore.
Right, exactly. So I decided to go and talk with small business owners. Small business meaning,
but they don't have that value. No, but you're right.
1 to 5 in annual revenue. That's where I'm looking.
Stop talking, baby girl, and listen. Okay.
Okay.
I want you to understand something. Your assumption is you're doing what everybody does. Is we bring the values from our day job to our business.
Okay.
And they're not the same. So if you were working with companies, corporations that have CEOs and CFOs and CIOs, those are companies that are not small business owners, right? So, but you're bringing those values and that you're bringing that expectation and those assumptions to startups. That would be like being a college professor who leaves the university and goes to elementary school and be frustrated with the students for not knowing how to write a term paper.
Got you.
Okay.
Got
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm glad you caught that. Okay. And and so the biggest challenge, and the thing is, Karen, we all do this. We all bring the knowledge we have into a whole different platform and then wonder why it's not moving because we're tone deaf.
Got you. Yes.
Tone deaf. And they get mad at the music. Like, why aren't you appreciating what I bring you? We have no, startups have no interest in CFOs. Right now, they're bootlegging. They're like, look, I need to get this, I need money coming in the dough, right? So you need to really start looking at how can you either help people get money coming in the door or find some other thing that you know you can make money from until you learn how to get money coming in the door. But you can't take it's an arrogant move, and I did it. I have a PhD from, I have 4 degrees, but I have a PhD from Stanford. And my arrogance had me think for 2 years that I could do this thing. It was shameful. I'm like, my arrogance was terrible. I actually thought I got a PhD, I could figure it out. And I failed for 2 years. Failed. Got to the point I had to cut off my cable because I failed for 2 years at this business thing, right? Arrogance. I had to humble myself and learn some new shit.
I got it now. It's clicking now. It's clicking because I thought I'm not dealing with startups. You know, I'm dealing in the area 1 to 5 mil in annual revenue. So which means that they're established.
You didn't hear me. No, baby, you made a mistake. Million doesn't, girl. You can get funding for $1 million and still not know what the hell you're doing.
Right. Okay.
Man, you're making a lot of assumptions. So I think that you can keep trying, but I'm gonna tell you, just because people made $1 million or 5 million doesn't mean they know how to run a company.
Gotcha.
They don't understand that. And here's the thing: if they got to 1 to 5 million because they are federally funded, if they're funded by the government, then they have no idea what to do because they haven't had to hunt. They made all their money by filling out paperwork. Very different person. That's like a person who's really good at writing grants. If you can get the funding from the government contracting funding, that's not the same as sales, marketing. That's not even the same thing as operations or systems. That's paperwork. And yes, you can fill things out on paper to look good to get funding, but that doesn't mean you know the pieces that you need to do in order to have a business work. Now, I will tell you this, my friend. If you can teach a person who's between 1 and 5 million how to have the business work, then they'll listen to you.
Okay, so I gotta teach them systems, how to create the system.
Then that would be a wise thing for them to get. But see, that's the whole point. I want you to hear my logic. I'm thinking through what they need, not what you do. There's a distinction that I teach all my clients. There's a difference between what you want to sell and what they want to buy.
Okay. And so I gotta look at their niche and create revenue for them.
No. Why would you create, honey? You just changed rules. If they're already between 1 and 5 million, their problem isn't revenue. You just said that. Did you not hear yourself say that?
Got you. So then what would it be? Would it be cash flow, solve that cash flow issue?
Honey, you're not listening and you're not thinking. If you're working with companies between 1 and 5 million, why would they have a problem with cash flow? I'm asking. Now, unless you're talking theoretically, if you're really in dialogue with them, you should know what their problems are. But you're talking a lot of theory, mama, a lot of theory. But the thing is, everything you're saying sounds like a theoretical conversation, not a real one. Because you're saying stuff that leaves you with the impression that you don't know who these people are, what their real problems are. You're telling me what you want to give them, but you're not telling me what they really need.
Man, so I have to shift everything. I got it. I got it.
Don't just ask them, what do you need? You got to shift nothing. Let's go ask. What do you need? and they'll tell you. You don't have to guess. Find out what the real rub is. If the real rub is operations, then see if there's something you can provide. If the real rub is organizational, then provide that. If the real rub is hiring and personnel, then if that's something you can do, then provide that. If it's not, then don't. I know that, like a young lady, I think Shay asked me about moving money from one country to another. I know I can't do that. I'm not going to waste her time pretending I can't go try to learn it and bring it back to her. That's ridiculous. And if I had a resource, I would tell her who to go to, but I don't. But you don't want to fake it. Like, I know I'm good at cash. I'm good at money. I'm good at sales and marketing and messaging. And, you know, I'm good at a lot of shit that deals with money making, but I'm not good at operations. I fucking hate it. Hate it. Right? Oh, I hate it. No, it's I
am good at that.
Okay, but that's different people. So, but I'm not gonna try to talk to people about stuff that I'm not good at. I'm not good at cooking. I'm not very good at it. I was trying to figure out if I can do it in the quarantine. Not happening. I'm gonna order some shit. All right. I know what I'm not good at. So I'm not gonna pretend I'm good at something that I'm not good at. I'm not gonna try to learn it on their dime. Before I started really focusing on money, I grew up. I started my business in personal development. So I went. You know, I started in personal development, but personal development people don't like me because I curse too much and I talk too much trash. I'm not. I'm not going by your ish. You know, I'm not like, oh, let's make money. You know what I'm saying? I talk too much shit. So, but business people don't mind me talking shit. They just want the result. So I shift my ability to relate to people, and I brought it into a group of people who would pay me for it and not get mad at me for being who I am.
Okay. Yeah.
So and then I really focus on Black women because Black women have a value for my aesthetic and my perspective. I don't have to prove myself to them. So I honed in on my tribe, and I do have other people, but I market to Black women and I still serve the world.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I definitely got you. Thank you so much for your help, because I understand, because now I know what I leverage. I'm good at operation. I'm good at operational finance. That's my thing. So and that's what
find out before you tell me what you're good at. You keep talking about you, and I love you for it. Keep it in mind. All right, go talk to them. Just ask them. Just say
what they need.
How can I help? Just ask.
Okay.
And you may not be able to help, but they'll tell you the truth about what they really need. If you're listening, when I just decided to give away, I don't like that. I decided to gift, I don't know what to call it. I decided to empower my tribe by making available the Money Mogul Fundamentals Formula. All right. But the reason I know that's the thing to do is because when I open up my Facebook, my Hot Mess Millionaire Facebook group, and I have the 3 questions, the majority of the people were saying some version of they don't know how to bring in money from what they know. They only know how to bring in money from what they do. So if I can hear them telling me this, they're saying they're early stage, they're entrepreneurial. Some people don't know how to deal with blah 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 cash flow. Then if I have a suite, I have a whole catalog of programs. But the one that makes money for people who are coming from a day job to entrepreneurialism is Money Mogul. And even if people are entrepreneurs and they never made that mental shift, that's why their money not moving. So I'm going to gift that to them for 14 days. So they have the tools. So while they're in quarantine, they learn some shit that they didn't have before. So when the quarantine is over, they don't have to go back to a day job if they want to. You see what I'm saying? My point is I'm listening to what people need and I'm looking at, okay, God, how can I help? I'm not just saying, oh, let me take my most expensive program and I'm not doing that. It's bullshit. You see what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. It's ridiculous. It's insulting. What I'm looking at is how can I help? How can I give like God gives? And God gives with love. Okay, God, if I'm your hands and I'm your feet, how can I be a little demonstration of you in action? Okay, give them something that they can use while they're in quarantine. See, you know what I'm saying? But I got it from listening to them. I didn't get it from what I'm good at. You know what I'm saying? What I'm good at is working directly with private clients. That's my shit. That's how I make millionaires, right? But that's not this. This is how can I help my tribe feel better about themselves, get their focus off of the concerns and put their focus on creating something so that they don't spiritually kill themselves. They don't spiritually eat themselves alive, which matters to me as a spirit girl. Does it make sense?
Yes, it does. Definitely, definitely. Thank you so much. You definitely resonated with me, and I know what I got to go out there and do now. This is my objective, which is to help people.
I'm clear. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. I can imagine anybody listening to me if they weren't. So all you have to do is make a list of the people that you are in contact with, call them, and call them with no agenda. Call them and say, hey, I'm checking on you. Let me know, what do you need? What's your biggest pain point? You hush. You stop it. Stop it right now. Hold on, baby. 1 second. Happy to tell me he was outside. 1 second. He just told me to open the door for me. Yes, sir. I will open the door for you. Here you go. I love him. He just told me he wanted to go outside. I love him. And he wants me to come out with him. Okay, my time is up. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Venus. I appreciate you wholeheartedly.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. All right. Well, that was fun. Yeah, well, thank you for hanging out. Oh, let me see what else. I probably put this on the wrong face. That's probably what I should have done. Okay. All righty. And his okay. Well, I'm gonna surrender the mic. And I finally figured out I'm gonna try this again some other time because this went well. All right. And know that you're loved. I'm gonna go play with my pup because it's been over an hour. I'm gonna go through the comments later, but know that I love you. And give me a couple of days, and we'll get it out. We'll get Money Mocha out to you. Okay. I love you. Shay, God is faithful. You're perfect. You're divine. You're whole. You're complete. And we're gonna win at this. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be perfect. There's nothing wrong here. This is what it looks like when it's working. God is faithful, and you're brilliant. You can do anything. And my prayer for you is that you focus on creating versus being concerned about things that that's in God's hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Okay. I love you. Please share this video if you were fed by it. And thank you for listening to my word and allowing me to love you. It's a gift to me. I'll talk to you soon. This is Dr. Venus. And I'll put the Hot Mess Millionaire, oh God, Hot Mess. If someone can put the Hot Mess Millionaire Tribe Facebook group in the link somewhere so people can find it, okay? That way we can stay connected. All right, I love you. Goodbye for now. Happy, stop it.